When you look at a photograph, do you take it at face value or wonder about the story behind it? In searching the Library of Congress website, I found this photo labeled City Point, Virginia. Brigadier General John A. Rawlings, Chief of Staff with wife and child at the door of their quarters. Each photo generates a series of questions relating to who's depicted, where it was taken, and how was it taken and why. This photo is no different. As a genealogist, my mind immediately asked, who's the wife and what's the child's name? Important details left out of the image description. There are other questions raised by the image, such as what's the importance of City Point and who is Rawlins? The latter is easy. City Point was the Union headquarters of General Ulysses S. Grant during the Siege of Petersburg, fought between June 9, 1864 and March 25, 1865. With a little research, the other answers became apparent. Who's Rawlins? A quick web search identified John A. Rawlins as Chief of Staff to General Grant. A short biography of him appears on Find a Grave, www.findagrave.com, a website that shows pictures of tombstones and burial information. Clicking through the link on Mary Emmeline Hurlburt Rawlins, I found a short biography of her as well as a photo. Matching facial features, eyes, nose, mouth, and facial shape, confirmed that the woman in the photo was Mary. Rawlins had two wives, Emily Smith Rawlins, born 1833, dies in 1861, and Mary Emmeline Hurlburt Rawlins, born 1840, dies 1874. Rawlins met Mary in Vicksburg, Mississippi during the famous siege of the city, and according to Connecticut Marriages, 1729 to 1867, available on FamilySearch.org, Rawlins married her on December 22, 1863. But which child is it? According to their bios on Find a Grave, John had 3, possibly 4 children with his first wife, and 2, possibly 3 with his second. The girl in the photo is one of his daughters from his first marriage, either Jane, born 1858, or Emily, born 1860. The girl in this picture is likely around 7 to 10 years of age. So where was this picture taken and when? In James Harrison Wilson's biography, The Life of John A. Rawlins, there is a letter that references a possible visit to City Point by Mrs. Grant, accompanied by Mary Rawlins. The letter was dated November 5, 1864. If the caption on this photograph is correct, it probably dates closer to March 1865, when Rawlins was made Brigadier General. The single star on his shoulders confirms his rank. The little girl is in a lightweight dress more suited for early fall or spring than November. Her stepmother, Mary, wears a typical dress for the mid-1860s. It has a small collar and a hoop skirt. She's accessorized the girl's outfit with a small brimmed hat and has a similar one herself. It's interesting to note the housing. It's temporary housing that has a shingled roof and a brick chimney. The clothing clues, the uniform insignia, and other information suggest that this photo was taken in the spring of 1865. After the war, Grant appointed Rawlins his Secretary of War, a post Rawlins held until his death from TB in September 1869.